Hey guys, it's Henry again at Mowers and Blowers. How are you guys all doing? Anyway, so my next step here is messing with my Murray garden tractor. As you all know, this engine was picked off the side of the street, off this old Craftsman. I basically stripped it of its engine. It was filled with gunk sitting outside, had no carburetor in it. That's a rebuilt carburetor that I got from Lombardi. But it, after cleaning the carburetor, it still doesn't run right, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't hesitate, but it just runs really rough, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that it could be the Magneto. I don't think it's getting good spark on one or both cylinders, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this new Magneto with the two wires. This is a L-head flathead motor, so you don't need, it fires at the same time, so you don't need diodes for that Magneto, So I'm going to, I've already removed the screws off of here. Just take this air cleaner base off. There's the Nicky 6 4-screw opposed twin carburetor. That carburetor is squeaky clean. It should run right, but it doesn't, So I don't think it's the carburetor anymore. I think it's the Magneto. It's not getting good spark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the Magneto and see if it runs right. If it doesn't, I'm going to change the spark plugs. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I've already loosened the bolts off of here. This cover just comes off. And there it is. There's the old Magneto. Just visually looking at it, it looks okay, but you just never can tell what's up with it. So I'm going to carefully remove these studs over here, and it looks like it's been on here for a long time, so I'm going to be very careful removing it with a socket and a ratchet instead of the impact, because you can strip bolts on the impact, and you don't want to do that over here, because basically if you ruin this and get a screw stuck in there, you're SOL, because that's part of the engine block, I was able to remove it successfully without any damage, which is great. I'm going to clean this up a bit because the ground contacts to this is imperative for a good contact. And what we discover here is that this Magneto is actually a points Magneto. And they're infamous for having dirty contacts and not generating good enough spark. So that is starting to make some sense. I don't have much experience with points Magnetos. But I hope that this is the kill wire here. It's the only wire attached to it other than the coil wires, So it's got to be the kill wire. I'll have to snip this and put a spade on there so that it could attach to the more modern Magneto that has this spade contact here. So I'll do that carefully and remove these wires. It seems to be routed under this cover here, and it doesn't seem to have much play, so I have to be very careful with this plate here. But yeah, I'm thinking, this could be the problem. If I put a new Magneto on there, this could probably end up running really well. Hopefully. But yeah, that's I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think this is a points Magneto. I've never seen one like this. So I've successfully extracted that. I've cut the kill wire there. I found a spade attachment there that I'm going to connect to that. I'm going to now route the wires through where I got the old ones out of. And this is the opposed twin. It's a Chinese copy, but it's relatively new. I don't know if you can see the words there, but that actually says side out. And then on this side has words in there that say cylinder side. So cylinder side has to be there. And this side out means out. So this is the proper way to put it on there. I'm going to go get a business card so I can probably have a somewhat feeler gauge so I can gap this properly. Basically, you want this to be as close to the flywheel magnets as possible without it touching. Make sure I've got good contacts. I've got this little file. I'm just going to lightly file these contacts down just a little bit to make sure we have a good ground. Don't want to file too much down, just enough to give it a good cleaning contact, you know? Yeah. That's much better than that one, right? Just lightly doing it. I'm not doing it so hard that I'm rubbing off a specific amount so that it would cause any kind of parts that won't contact, you know. Yeah. I feel better about it already. Yeah. It's even feeling cleaner, you know what I mean? That feel where you're going back and forth and you feel like you're cleaning something. Like I'm making some kind of progress, you know? That looks pretty good. I'm going to go over that with some sandpaper too. This is the cylinder side, so this is the part that touches those things. As you can see, there's some corrosion and rust on there. So I'm just going to take a wired bristle brush and go over that. Bing! Clean your shit. Bing! Ding! Gotta clean your shit, guys. I'm gonna clean the magnets too. Ding! Okay, now I'm gonna install it. So I've routed it through there. Connected the wires to that one. Connected the wires to this one. I've jigged this so it goes right to the kill. Gonna put a business card right there. It's a thin one, pointed towards the magnets. Boom. Holes line up perfectly, thank goodness. Put the screws in. I'm going to tighten it up. Tighten it up and get that business card back out. Ooh. Jesus. There you go. So now it should be gapped correctly. Huh. Seems like it's rubbing though. How can that be rubbing when I had that thing there? I'll have to work that out. So I had to redo it with a little bit thicker of a business card. Remember I told you that business card seemed really thin? That was too thin. So now I've got it all sorted out, tightened it. I didn't over tighten, but you know, did it just so I thought it would work. So I guess I'm going to try it now. Here goes nothing. Not much of a change, but maybe the spark plugs will do it. Try it again.
Just put my hand on that tube there, it's hot. Same goes for the other, so I know it's running on both cylinders.
Don't want to run it too long with the cowling off because it'll overheat the engine. You know what? I think it seems to run better, you know? Doesn't that seem like it to you? Seems to run much better now. I'm pretty happy with it okay now. But I'm gonna take those spark plugs out and replace them with another set. This is the one on the left. See, it's okay, but it's got like some carbon buildup. See that? Oops. Got the spark plug there. I'm gonna test this for spark. Plenty of spark. This is the right side spark plug. Some carbon buildup. But I'm not gonna use this one for sure because why? Because I broke it as I was taking it out. Got a matching spark plug here with the 2 spark head. And as long as you got it out, might as well test for spark. Wow, really good spark. Okay, got 2 new spark plugs in there. I'm gonna give it a try.
Much better. That sounds much better. Check the battery.
This one, thank goodness, has no charging issues. It's on slow throttle. Well over 13 volts. Middle throttle is getting spikes up to 14, so it's charging properly. That's awesome, because before, when I put the throttle all the way down, it would stall. Well, that's awesome. I think I fixed it, you know? New magneto, new spark plugs, stators charging. This thing is finally complete, man. I think my garden tractor is finally complete. Well, I could use a cover for my air cleaner. But, you know, and an air filter, of course. Man, that's cool. I think that was it, you know. Seems to run much better now. Still not as good as the one that I rebuilt. That one really runs smooth, you know. But I'm telling you, man, this is a fantastic improvement in the way it ran before. 2 new spark plugs and a new magneto is all it took. I'm going to put everything back again and call this mission accomplished. So I've got everything all buttoned up. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe.